time I'd like to tell you a little bit about Blackboard Collaborate. It's a cool tool, it's within Blackboard, and I just wanted to go over some of the basics. We're getting ready to meet, and if we are meeting and you guys are coming over, you have some time scheduled, I'd like you to please have the Collaborate plugin. So you're looking at my screen right now, and what I did is on this particular course, I have set up a one-on-one meeting in Blackboard Collaborate. So make sure you click on that, and that's going to take you to the Blackboard Collaborate session. So this is going to take you to the session that I have scheduled for Wednesday, or the day that we have scheduled, and then you can go ahead and click on the join room. Keep in mind a couple of things. To the right, before you do that, you see the URL as a guest. You can come in. I have allowed that. So if for some reason you're having any difficulty, which you shouldn't, but you can always have this link and send it to yourself on another computer or another device. Here's the phone number for the moderator, which you guys don't need, but this is the phone number in case you guys are having any difficulty. So right now I'm telling you that you're going to need a microphone to use Blackboard Collaborate, and ideally if you can have a camera, but that's not required. But definitely to be able to speak, you need to have a microphone. If for some reason you don't have a microphone, or your computer is pokey in terms of the connectivity, then you can definitely dial in with the phone number. So here's the phone number, and then here's the participant PIN. Now, I would say look at the numbers that show up on the day of your meeting, because these numbers may be different. So don't copy these numbers from this recording. Instead, go into the session, check those numbers out, and then if they're the same, obviously use them. But if they are different, then use those for your specific session on that date. Okay, so once you've done that, click join the room, and of course you're going to be presented with this. I intentionally left my computer here so that you could see what you need to do. So you need to get the Blackboard Collaborate plugin. So I'm going to download it, and then I'm going to install it. And of course, whether it's a Mac or a Windows machine, it's going to recognize that. So when you click join the room, if you don't have the plugin, you are going to be downloading it. So meeting in Collab. If you cannot open it, which is in my case, I get this dialog on Windows 10 or above, you're going to be prompted to download it from an app. So I am going to instead choose here. If you cannot open the Collab file, click download the Blackboard launcher. So I'm going to do that, and then install that. And so notice how it's downloading, and when it's finished, I am going to launch this application, which is going to help me open the other file, which is going to allow me to connect to Blackboard Collaborate. This is a process that you only need to do one time. If you have never done it, you need to do it. If you have already done it, you can stop watching this video, and I'll see you during the one-on-ones. I am almost finished here, and once the installation file is completely downloaded, I will click it. That will launch, and then we can get on the road. So the Blackboard Collaborate is finished downloading, so I'm going to click it, and the installation file is going to go through it. You're going to click next to begin the installation. Yes, we want to install it, and then let the computer do its work. So once the file is completed in installing it, you can go ahead and click the finish, and your Blackboard Collaborate plugin is ready to go. So now you can go ahead and just join the room. So this time, notice how, let me clear the bar. So when once you have installed the launcher, you can go ahead and join the room, and when you click that, the meeting collab, now it's going to show up this little icon. So that tells you that you have the plugin. Click it, and then the session will begin. It'll take a minute for everything to line up, so make sure you try to do this before. I'll go ahead and leave a link for you to test it to make sure that you can run it. And then the day of the session, just make sure you are clicking on the right session. So we're going to click the launcher, and the computer will finish setting up the files, and you will see a new interface here shortly. So this Blackboard Collaborate disclaimer, it's pretty much telling you that you agree to the agreement, which I am not going to go into detail, but if you want to take time and read it, you can. I am going to accept it because I have accepted it on other computers. So I am going to click that. My connection is definitely cable. And of course you can change the speed in which you connect. If it's wireless, then do that. If it's wired, then do LAN. Mine is directly connected to my modem, so I am going to leave it as cable. And I'm going to click OK. And then, as you can see, the new dialog is coming up. This dialog is going to come up as far as starting the recording, so you don't have to worry about this. This is something I will do. For our one-on-ones, I am not going to record the session, so I'm just going to cancel it. And then here's Blackboard Collaborate. Let me enlarge it a little bit. And you can see that we have the canvas on the right hand side. On the left side it tells you who's joined the session, and of course, since I have told Blackboard that as you come in you're going to be a moderator, all of these tools that show up will be available for you as well. Share screen, share an application, microphone is going to be on, your video is going to be on, etc. In this case, I don't show you the video because I'm already using it in other applications, so it's probably going to give me an error. But you can absolutely do this. And of course, if you logged in using your phone, as far as dialing the phone number, it'll show up here, guest, and of course, we'll be able to speak. So if you want to show me your screen, which is what chances are will happen during our one-on-one, notice on the upper hand part of the screen you have the whiteboard, you have the application sharing, or you have the web tour. We're going to use the application sharing. So for that, if you need to show me your screen, say if you have a file or some kind of job aid or a PowerPoint, etc., and you have it open on your computer, you will click on this link, and then it'll ask you, it's going to tell you that you are getting ready to show your screen, so make sure you have intended to do this. You click OK, and then it's going to ask you what application you want to share. Normally, because it can get confusing, I'll go ahead and I'll just say share my desktop, and then I'll share it, and then notice that the display changed. So now it's showing that I am sharing my desktop. So anybody who is logged in here listed on the left is going to be able to see your screen. So that's how you can show me your screen. So in my case, I do have a PowerPoint. So now technically everybody who is in Blackboard Collaborate can see my PowerPoint. So that's how you can share your screen. So I hope this helps. Definitely you have the chat down here. But I hope during our one-on-ones that you use your microphone or you dial in so we can actually speak rather than typing. We only have 30 minutes, and of course we're going to be trying to be efficient since we have back-to-back sessions with different students. So I want to make sure I use my time efficiently. Okay, so if you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, this was a quick tutorial on how to use Blackboard Collaborate. Until next time, everyone.